Okay, guys, so back for part 2 of the Comparing Energy Guide Labels assignment, okay? So like I said in the first video, this is page 33, and you are going to need these charts. Now, in the last video, we went through and I showed you guys how to fill these out, okay? Now, I went ahead on my copies. In the book, I filled it out here and I also filled it out on here. Now, the reason I did both, okay, and this is going to be important if you have the paper copy, is my mind works better when they're asking me to compare one to another. It works better to look across and see where the differences are rather than looking up and down and scrolling on my screen. But if you don't have the hard copy, you can do it this way. You just have to pay a little bit closer attention, okay? So I went through and I did all the math, right? Like I said, you guys can see the expenses every year 240, down here the expenses every year 270, okay? I did the math, I did all the calculations, and I filled out the graphs completely, okay? Now we go down to the questions. The very first question says, how many years will it take before you begin to save money? Now they're talking about if you buy here this energy appliance in chart number 1, okay? Obviously it was $100 more when you bought it, okay? You paid $750 for it instead of $650, but your payments are $30 less per year, okay? So they want to know how many years before you start saving money. And that year is going to come the very first year when the second chart, this chart down here, is a higher price than what was in the first chart. Now, if you look, it happens in year 4, okay? In year 4, the first chart, you are only spending $1,710, whereas in the second chart, you're spending $1,730, okay? So that year 4 is the answer to number 1 on the questions, and that gives you the very first year that you start saving money, okay? Now, how much money will you have saved after 7 years? Basically, the answer to that question is you're going to take this very last amount on this chart and subtract the very last amount on this chart. So on your screen, it's going to be this chart number. So $2,540 minus $2,430, and that will be the ultimate difference between the prices that you spend on appliance 1 versus appliance 2. Okay, and that's going to be the money that you save if you actually buy the more expensive appliance. And what we want you to get out of this is that it's not necessarily, especially with energy saving, it's not necessarily about saving money up front. You're going to have to put a little money down. LED light bulbs cost more than CFLs. However, they will save you money, $30 according to this, per year, per month, whatever it may be. And in the long run, you will end up saving not only energy, but also yourself a lot of money. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. I tried to get this video up before you guys are actually given the assignment, which is tomorrow, for when I'm recording this right now. So let me know if you have any questions.